Well, about 1,000 of you sent me this story. It comes out of, where is it? California High School in Arroyo Valley. And there was a coach there of the girls' high school basketball team that is now suspended, serving a suspension for what I feel is doing his job. And the only reason why he is suspended is because this is just an instance of a pussification of America. What happened is his team that he was coaching ended up scoring 161 points. They beat a team from, where was it, Bloomington. Bloomington scored 2 points in this game, right? 161-2. Now, on paper, it's like, wow, holy shit, that is a friggin' blowout beyond blowouts. So, what happened here is the Bloomington coach, what was his name, Dale Chung, said that Anderson crossed the line. People shouldn't feel sorry for my team, Chung told the Sun. They should feel sorry for his team, which isn't learning the game the right way. They aren't learning the game the right way. All right, now, I agree. That's an excessive blowout, 161-2. But in sports, blowouts happen. And these are kids that signed up to play high school basketball. Obviously, one team is very good, and obviously, one team is not very good. And this team from Arroyo Valley has been winning by deficits of 70, 80 points all season, whereas that Bloomington coach and their team have been losing by equal margins, not necessarily this game of 159 points, but losing games in blowout fashion, 60, 70 points. So it's nothing that they're not new to. And I look at this from the outside and I say, why is this coach being suspended? He did nothing more than the job he was supposed to do. At halftime, he benched every single starter on the team. Every single one got benched. He put in the bench players to finish out the game, and they were still that much better than this team from Bloomington. What else is he supposed to do? How far is something like this going to go? Like, is it going to get to the point where, like any track and field event a school has, like if one of the runners gets way too far ahead of everyone else, is the track coach supposed to be like, oh, Jimmy, wait, you're running way too far ahead of everyone else. Slow down and let everyone catch up. Was this coach of Arroyo Valley supposed to be like, all right, listen, girls, could you guys start missing shots? Could you guys start turning the ball over and letting this team score? What kind of principles does that instill in the kids, to tell them to deliberately try to lose or to deliberately try to let the other team catch up? Like, I'm sorry, there's a point in your life where you have to learn what a winner and a loser is, and at the high school level, I think that's a very adequate time to learn that lesson. This isn't T-ball where every game ends in a tie. These are teenage girls that should be ready to understand the concept of winning and losing, and sometimes you win big and sometimes you lose even bigger. I don't understand. What should that coach have done? What should that coach have done? If you were in his shoes and you agree that this was a blowout, if you were this coach of Arroyo Valley, what would you have done? Would you have told the kids to deliberately miss shots? To deliberately turn the ball over? Because that's the only thing you could have done and told your kids to do in order for this team from Bloomington to catch up and to catch up in the game and make it look like a respectable score. I don't get the people that are outraged over this, and the fact that they decided to suspend this coach for doing his job, raising these kids to be winners. And again, he benched all of his starters in the second half. Benched all of them. This is one reason why I don't like college football, because you see, any top tier state, like Ohio State, Oregon, whatever, eventually, some point in the year, they'll play some scrub secondary school from Kentucky or whatever, and they'll run up the score because they're favored to win the game by 35 points. And it's like, oh, if they're only winning by 28 points with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, you have to try and score again to cover the spread. If you have a Heisman candidate on your team, you don't take him out of the game. You have him try and get 6, 7, 8 touchdowns in the game. It happens all the time in college football. That's deliberately running up the score when you should be benching your starters when a game is well in hand after the second half, at the second half. That's what this coach did. He did the right thing. And the fact that he's suspended is a joke. And the only reason it's a joke is because this country is getting pussified. Oh, these kids' feelings, they lost by so much. They've been losing all year. If you look at the scores that this Bloomington team had, they're losing by 60, 70 points all year. I seriously don't think their fragile little feelings are hurt any more or less by losing a game by a significant margin. In fact, it's such an arbitrary thing to even say this game was out of line. This wasn't even the highest scoring game in California high school girls basketball. So it's like, okay, well, you can't really score over 160 points, girls. I'm sorry. So when we go out there today, try not to score over 160 points. Is that what coaches are supposed to say to their team right before they start a game? Like, this is ridiculous. I'm sorry. Good on those girls. And say they win like a state championship, they blow out another team by 150 plus point margin. Oh, sorry, girls, you don't deserve to win the state championship. You guys rubbed it in way too much. You played way too well. Sorry, we're awarding it to the other team that you decimated. Unbelievable. Just absolute pussification of America. And thank you to all of you. A number of you started sending that to me Friday when the news of this broke. I just didn't get around to making this until today. Just unbelievable. Yeah. I'm sorry that one team sucks so bad. Oh, please suspend me because I have a team of winners. That's a great thing to teach those kids. Great thing to see their quote-unquote boss get his job potentially threatened and temporarily removed because he taught them how to be winners. Unbelievable. Have a good day, everyone.